Transgender transition has been banned in Russia. The corresponding law was adopted by the State Duma on July 14. From now on, transgender people will not be able to carry out gender-affirmative operations, as well as change the gender marker in documents. In addition, according to the adopted bill, those who have made a gender transition cannot adopt children, and already concluded marriages of trans people will be terminated. This is not just a gross intervention of the state in private life. It is real torture, human rights activists and LGBT activists say.
The new bill aims to disenfranchise the entire social group. This document contradicts the Russian Constitution and the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Vladimir Komov, lawyer of the human rights organization LGBT Case, in a comment for the current time.
Lawyers add that transgender people found themselves in a very unprotected position. The security forces can put pressure on them only because of personal hostility. Thus, on July 12, following a denunciation by pro-Kremlin public figures in Moscow, a trans blogger was detained for allegedly distributing pornography. The next day, the FSB arrested another transgender man for allegedly financing the armed forces of Ukraine.
It was established that an activist of the LGBT movement, who had previously changed his gender from a woman to a man, a volunteer of the human rights media project OVD-Info, recognized in the Russian Federation as a foreign agent. The administrator of a thematic anti-Russian information resource made a cashless transfer to an account of a financial institution of Ukraine in order to provide financial assistance to the armed forces of Ukraine, from the message of the Center for Public Relations of the FSB.
Human rights activists do not rule out that transgender people will now also be fined for their appearance contrary to so-called traditional values, under the notorious law banning LGBT propaganda. By the way, a popular Russian online cinema was recently fined for its violation, which had the imprudence to demonstrate LGBT relations without marking 18+.
Antisemitism was sold with the same success. Now it is not sold in the 21st century for the same purpose. The goals and mechanism have not changed at all. The gays were defeated. We no longer have propaganda. That's it. The victory happened. You cannot sell it anymore. And now trans people will win.
People are persecuted in Russia, among other things, for wrong, according to the authorities, religious views. Thus, on July 13, a court in Yekaterinburg sentenced 3 residents of Ufa to 11 to 16 years in a strict regime colony in the Hizbut Tahrir case. They were accused of terrorism. The reason was, in fact, discussions about Islam.
According to witnesses involved in the investigation at the meetings, which were held in the format of a tea party, a friendly meeting, the convicts allegedly talked about Islam, discussed Hizbut Tahrir, and tried to attack those invited to the tea party to participate in the organization. Another evidence of their guilt, according to the investigation, is the literature confiscated from their homes during the search, from the publication in Current Time.
On the same day, the Moscow court indicted 3 more believers, Jehovah's Witnesses, by appointing them from 4.5 to 6.5 years in a penal colony. According to the lawyer, his clients have been charged with violating the rights of believers, since it does not contain corpus delicti, but is based on discrimination based on religion. This is also confirmed by the fact that the security forces treated the accused with particular cruelty. They starved them and thirst and restricted their ability to move. Reported by Sergey Kulyas, Vasil Panasiuk, UATV News.